So we'll definitely see where that goes in bracket or maybe on stream. Who knows?
I feel like it's definitely a matchup. Both not having played. No, I think I've played it a little bit as Aegislash, but like definitely not seen it until like the top level.
Right.
To see how they both play it. I'm really interested to see how ChinoKyou plays now.
Right.
The way you explain it, it's very definitely.
Oh, looks like we're getting ChinoKyou versus PaperSak right now, as I mentioned. So this is ChinoKyou on the left. Austin resident, like I said, coming out of the woodworks just a week ago. A week ago was his first offline event, and now a week later he's making upsets. So that just screams potential and possibility today.
Yeah, that makes me think of like almost ShadowCat.
Right.
ShadowCat, that was a big thing with ShadowCat. Like people didn't know. I mean, online we knew who ShadowCat was.
Right.
But you never really see ShadowCat travel. Then he travels and he like starts doing pretty well.
Exactly. And ChinoKyou himself says that he's been active on rank, so maybe he's running under a different name. Maybe just people aren't catching him or something, but he's this underground hidden boss coming out here today and making waves. So we'll be getting into one of his matches right now, which I'm actually very personally excited for. So we'll see where this goes. We got Aegislash versus Shadow Mewtwo. So you yourself has an Aegislash as a secondary, right? So
yeah, but at this point I'm kind of like committed to Blaziken.
Committed to Blaziken.
I still have
I respect
a couple characters I like playing.
Cool.
Just to have options, but
right. We'll see how this starts off. So ChinoKyou going with the standard mirrors opening. We're getting into
I really like the mirrors almost as a bait and then going over, because if he attack, like you would think like, okay, in this spot I should attack through mirrors.
Ooh.
And he just jumps and covers that space.
Just keeping PaperSak blocking, just afraid of whatever options Shadow Mewtwo has to offer.
Okay, that was good using the projectiles behind, because like definitely testing to see if PaperSak remember they were there. And
punishing these King shields, or at least baiting them out. Ooh, that's punishable though.
Okay, PaperSak wasn't ready, but still got out.
Oh.
All right.
Okay,
this
we're going
is
Mega
the first
already.
time PaperSak has been sharp.
We get a CADC grab coming from ChinoKyou once again. That's going to close this out. Very strong and oppressive presence from ChinoKyou this entire time. Yeah. And Shadow Mewtwo being the character that builds meter the quickest in this game, but also has the shortest burst duration. So he really has to make waves both in and out of burst. But the thing is, he's got the lowest health in the game as well, and he uses his own HP, so Shadow Mewtwo's dealing with a lot of resources at once.
Honestly, if you haven't mentioned it, watching him play, you wouldn't think this is a new tournament goer.
Right,
he seems very comfortable and confident in what his options are.
Exactly, he's going for the homing attack on charge homing attack 3 from Aegislash. Gonna get hit by the fully charged counter. All right, it seems like it's PaperSak's turn. Gonna make waves. Gonna go for 2x.
Oh, the 2x still lingered and hit through this.
Right, and then it gets linked into the 4Y. PaperSak setting up. So we're going to get Evoke up. It's probably gonna hit, but no confirm because he got hit by his own light balls. Good neutral from both players.
It's good on ChinoKyou. Even if like he's not getting hard shifts on these King Shield or just shield forms, he's at least forcing a switch.
Ooh, no confirm off PaperSak, both in burst. Very, very scary position for ChinoKyou right now. He's going for the burst attack. ChinoKyou stays blocking.
It's a good test to see like if you charge this, then you're gonna get hit by burst. Okay, Shadow Mewtwo's down his burst though.
Oh, tries to anti-air the Earthquake.
Really good.
Yeah, 6Y out in Miracle Eye. So we're gonna get King Shield, and that's gonna close out round 2. It's another 1-1. PaperSak seemingly gaining a little bit more ground, trying to feel her way around the Shadow Mewtwo matchup, and hopefully is able to better adapt to the little tricks that ChinoKyou has up his sleeve. ChinoKyou already has burst.
I was gonna say with PaperSak, after how oppressive ChinoKyou was in the first round, PaperSak really definitely still stayed composed.
Right.
Brought it back.
And he's still playing the pressure game with Shadow Mewtwo, making lots of base and going for the dash grabs. Oh, goes for another dash, and PaperSak dashes back in fear of it, but does avoid the Vortex, no punish on it.
I really like the way he's setting up his 6Xs. Like, there's a lot of delays he's taking. Like, he'll move up 6X immediately, move up delayed a bit, 6X. It's just like
keeping them on their toes and having little delayed things like that. Even when charging Vortex, a lot of Shadow Mewtwo's like to actually actively charge Vortex so they get a meaty Vortex. But right here, ChinoKyou, he went for the low stance into Vortex. So he low stance that 2Y, and then he Vortexed it for the punish. And that's going to take game 1 in his favor. We see PaperSak going for a possible change. In character is the same. Going for a change of support. We're switching to
support.
Rotom
Probably
and
a good idea. Maybe.
All right, Dragonite Victini.
Something to give you some space, because right now it seems like sorry. ChinoKyou.
Yes,
I try not to mess up his name.
Right.
But ChinoKyou's taking like a lot of space on, like a lot of real estate. That's the word I want. A lot of real estate on the screen. He's kind of dictating
it's
it.
free real estate. Yeah.
So like PaperSak has to find like space, even like the full screen pillars.
Right.
Maybe just king shield some of those.
Yeah.
And if he activates it, you just flash cannon, like
Exactly.
some way to like force him to have to either move in or have to respect your options more.
But even like during his pressure things, like you said, he's delayed the timings, and there's been times where he's PaperSak's gone for King Shield and he just waits it out and then gets the punish after. So PaperSak definitely has to be careful on how she weighs her options here. We're getting an Earthquake again. Seems to be getting hit by that quite often.
Yeah, he's been getting a lot of...
Another 6X. I think PaperSak tried to go for King Shield but didn't get the armor frames.
Yeah.
Wow, get another dash up grab. Going back into field phase. More setups coming from ChinoKyou.
Okay, remember the boards are behind. Honestly, she probably could have King Shielded those just to take advantage.
Oh, trying to get a counter there. Goes for the 4Y.
4Y just to get some more space.
Oh, tries to 6X the 2X.
Rated. I'm surprised.
Oh, dropping block on the 6X, but no punish. Oh, I saw PaperSak trying to go for her own 8X in fear of the grab, but instead ChinoKyou keeps up the pressure, seemingly grabbing the most unsuspecting situations.
I feel like that spot, though, even if it was plus, PaperSak probably could have parried. It's like, you got to know, but...
Wow, these setups, these crazy pressure. PaperSak just has to live in fear with his walking up. Nice teleport. That's a punishable 2X. We can get punished from a 4Y there. Activating burst, going for the 2X. ChinoKyou himself pops Eevee. Nice teleport back, but still gonna get hit by 4Y. We have Iron Head pressure here. 4Y, jumps out.
Surprised no 8Y to chase.
Oh, 2Ys! Eevee
first.
giving him the attack buff, so light attacks are still going to hit burst armor. So ChinoKyou was able to stuff out PaperSak's burst attack with his own 2Y. Oh, that's a counter punish. ChinoKyou has burst. PaperSak does not. Also has the health advantage. And he's got the round lead as well. This is looking really strongly in his favor. Nice teleport back, going for baits all over the place.
Ooh, the parry.
Oh, parry's 5X.
So big thing with parry is because you're comboing, you actually get, like, even if you're like there in burst and you're using lights, it still works because it's a combo.
Oh, we see Dragonite coming out. That's going to be a punish. We'll see how PaperSak takes their advantage. Going back into field phase. Now things have definitely shifted in PaperSak's favor. Clock running low. PaperSak has the health advantage, and Shadow Mewtwo does not have
PaperSak didn't press anything. I say I really like the slow.
Oh, what's it going to be? 9 seconds left on the clock. We're seeing a Vortex. He's at 1 HP. Fully charged counter goes for the 2Y. Stuffs it out. PaperSak still in this fight.
I'll say something interesting so far is PaperSak's not getting a lot of time to set up King Shield. And when she does get King Shield, she's kind of getting forced out of it. She's not getting a long buff. So like, there's a lot of times in this matchup, or so far, that she hasn't been sharp.
Oh, nice. Getting the forward Y back in the duel phase. We got 4Xs. Oh, ChinoKyou is just kind of taking this pressure, waiting this out. That's a punishable 6X, goes for the grab. That's nice. Mewtwo and Shiny Mewtwo both have fairly long grab ranges, so that's definitely functional. Going for homing attack pressure here. Standing back. Ooh, catches the back dash. All right, ChinoKyou's popping burst. PaperSak almost has it, but he's going to get the dash up grab. It's going to be tons of damage.
Almost has burst, so even if, as long as the shield isn't broken, okay, so got hit
by the mirrors.
The wall.
Okay. Oh, sidestepped it, but no punish.
It's less one of those scary things. Like you're so sure like you're gonna get hit, so you just block.
Oh, whiffing or burning burst attack here on block. Oh, that's a forward wire going back into duel phase. ChinoKyou can build meter really quickly with Shadow Mewtwo. Oh, that's a 2YX. We get stuffed by Shadow Mewtwo's JX. Going into Vortex. Jumps back, gets the JYX. PaperSak PaperSak is in this fight. We're going on to game 3. This is a crazy, crazy matchup. Both low health characters, both with huge potential to just do tons of damage to one another. So it seems like almost like it'd be a volatile matchup in a way. Really depends on who's making the right decisions, making the right reads, getting good conditioning down. ChinoKyou's pressure seemingly is getting a little bit figured out by PaperSak, it seems like. So either ChinoKyou's got to change up his plan or go all in, or maybe change up his playstyle altogether. We'll see how he adapts. All right.
Even bait just like a little differently. Because like so far, there hasn't been a lot of King Shield punishes besides like a jump Y.
Right.
Got King Shield. Besides that, there hasn't been a lot of times where King Shield has come out and it's been like a punish.
All right, we got pressure here. Oh,
just missed the
whiffs the weenie. We got Dragonite coming out to punish the jump. See how PaperSak takes the goes for the AY. Sets up good chip damage. Lots of pressure coming out here.
Take these 4Ys.
Yeah, this situation is definitely looking very different from
He did remember
game
that
one.
goes to shield.
Oh, we got an Earthquake. That does a fair amount of damage. We got a 6x confirm. What's the setup here? We're going for a grab. This is a rage grab too. Let's do a little bit more damage. Go back into a phase. Getting set up.
Yeah,
there we go.
unblockable.
Oh, that's gonna actually take it out.
So big thing with that
Wow.
setup is you kind of need a homie. You need a homie cancel.
Right.
Unless you have a move that like can go up fast enough, beats grabs and beats projectiles, you got a homie cancel.
Yeah, and it shifts immediately.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting another Earthquake. PaperSak still hasn't defended very well against those. Only once making it out. We can see the 4Y.
Yeah, the
See
green
the
resistance,
JYX to
get away.
avoid the grab. Another 4Y. Seems like ChinoKyou's just waiting out this burst.
Yeah, I like the patience, like until.
Oh,
PaperSak
did he
goes
press a
for
button?
something.
He
Oh,
did. He's going to get hit for that burst attack. It's going to do so much damage because Shiny doing so little health. But ChinoKyou still has Eevee on deck and has a full stick of butter. So he'll be good to go after his animation finishes. Sitting at 100 HP. Still has some great recoverable health as well.
Yeah, like I like Eevee first before burst.
Oh, tries to CDC backward and gets caught by the forward Y. Catches PaperSak's jump. Is going to get a nice confirm. And we'll go back into field phase. ChinoKyou has burst. That's a, wow. Lots of projectiles, lots of damage there. PaperSak has to hold all of this.
Burst still stuck
What's
at the wall.
the option here? 2YX is going to hit.
I feel like ChinoKyou actually could have burst there because it's a little slow for that to start.
Oh,
Oh, it looked-
PaperSak fearing the shield break,
Yeah.
drops, block. Fantastic game coming up from both players. Wow, that was a crazy match. I feel it. Nice, respectful handshake between both players. Very, very awesome. I'm just so glad to see. I sound a little bit biased because I'm an Austin native myself. But I'm just so glad
it's
to
cool
see
to see new
the
players.
new players. ChinoKyou is, yeah,
I don't
coming
know how
out.
often PaperSak travels either because I've seen PaperSak's name around. But
Right. I believe she travels a fair bit. I believe she's East Coast. No, she's Midwest, but she's been to a fair amount of East Coast events.
Okay.
Like Final Round, probably Final Boss, a couple other stuff like dealing with the really, really big East Coast stuff. I'm fairly sure she makes often appearances there. In stark contrast here to our first major here coming up for ChinoKyou. So it's really different to see how not only do we have old storylines funneling in, kind of, because we got all the major players coming out here today. We also have new storylines developing. We get to see new players both within and out of Texas, you know, making a name for themselves, building up. Like today, we've obviously seen tons of Blazikins coming out. We have Gale Aria taking the game off Gibbous and you know, things like that. It's just it's really nice to see new players coming out. We've had 120 entrants, fair amount of DQs, but even nonetheless, we have a lot of people out here today. So you're gonna have, you know, veterans, you're gonna have new, fresh blood, you're gonna have people stopping by for friendlies. We have a lot of friendly stations set up, and we just have people having a fantastic time here today with tons of talent. And it's just really, really crazy to see. Not only do we have new stories, you know, building here, we have old stories coming out from the woodworks, maybe coming back from all the way from 2016. We have, you know, veterans sticking around like Burnside and Slipping Bug, and Roxo definitely also a 2016 player coming out.